become successful. A lot of times I always say the only reason why you are here is because you want to be successful. The only reason why you are here is because you want to be better than those that you left them at home. You want to make a difference in your family. You want to make a difference in your generation. You want to make a difference in your life. But I think it is also important that we look at ourselves. What are some of the signs that prove that I'll be successful? What are some of the signs that prove that I'm going to achieve my goals, my dreams, and everything in life? So the first sign that shows that you are going to be successful is when you are punctual. When you are punctual, it is a first sign that shows that you are going to be successful. Punctuality is not just about you being there every day. It's about keeping to time, being on time. A lot of businesses today are succeeding because the people that have those businesses, they keep to time. That's why I've always said that the reason why some of your brothers in Dubai, their brothers in Bahrain, your brothers in America, Canada, and every other place, they are trying to make it big is because they are punctual. There, you don't joke with a white man. When a white man say the time you have to be at work is 6 o'clock, you have to be there at 6 o'clock. If you are not there at 6 o'clock, when you come, you have to go back home. Then in Cameroon, somebody will come to work at 9 o'clock and tell you that my shoe got back on the road. I went back to the house to change the shoe, and then I forgot my purse. I went back to collect my purse, and then my husband said I should cook him food. And after my husband, the principal called in school that my child is having headache, but that's why I'm coming to work at 12 o'clock. So, in order for you to be successful, the first thing is when you are always on time. Even as a student, look at those students in school that are always on time. They are always very good. They always do well in their academics. True of us. Any student that is always on time, they always go to school. It's 6 o'clock. The child are already in class. They will stay there until when it's time for them to go to the line. They'll just leave from the class. They go to the line. Some children come to school very early. They go and sit under their palm trees, coconut trees, and they do their revision before it is time for them to go to line. Those children that always come to school late, they are running and sweating. Now they always carry class. Argue with your relatives. Most of them always carry class because they always oversleep. They oversleep and wake up late. Even if they don't carry class, they are always average students. They cannot be genius. Genius always keep to time. A lot of times, the ones I know, they always keep to time. Some of you can argue because you are in that class of late coming. That is when you clearly define what you want for yourself. As a young person, the second sign that proves that you'll be successful is when you clearly define what you want for yourself, for your family, for your friends. It is not that, we have a lot of things that we desire. I always say it. I want to achieve this one, I want to achieve this one. But when you clearly define the one you want to achieve first, today, my objective is to make 25 pieces. You have clearly defined what you want for yourself today. Today, my objective is for me to go to this place, apply the law of leverage like this, and make things happen. You have clearly defined what you want for today. So, when you clearly define what you want for yourself and your family, then you set a time frame. This is a time I want to use and achieve this thing. Within that time, you are focused, you are determined, you are not distracted because you have set a time frame that 2 years time I want to become successful. 2 years time I want to hit this goal. 2 years time I want to hit this target. You have set yourself a time frame. When you're a master's student, I don't know what masters, you say yourself, this year my goal is to achieve my masters. This year my goal is for me to achieve my diploma. This year my goal is to achieve my HND. You set a time frame this year. But if you don't set a time frame, you might end up taking 2-3 years because you keep failing and failing and failing. But when you say this year, you will be pushed to learn. You will be pushed to go for knowledge, and as such you will get it. You keep aside distraction of any kind. When you clearly define what you want for yourself, the next thing is that you will keep away distraction. You say, because I have clearly defined what I want for myself, I don't need to be distracted. Because once I am distracted, I might not achieve this goal. So you have to keep away distraction. The next thing, you close your ears from negative vibes. That's why this year 2022, anywhere there is noise, count me out. Anywhere there's negativity, count me out. If you define what you want, you focus on work and building. When you clearly say, this is what I want, you focus on Because there's a saying that the way you make your bed, so shall you lie on it. It's about work. When you want to build an empire for yourself, you will not work like somebody that wants to build a Carabao house. You will not work like somebody that wants to build a bungalow. Because an empire is not even a duplex. An empire is different from a duplex. It's different from a Carabao house. It's different from a sun-dry house. It's different from I don't know, Cocanella. An empire takes time because it is beautiful. And once it is beautiful, everyone else admires it. So you have to work towards it. You have to build it. You have to design it. You have to create it. Number 3. When you are self-motivated and confident, that is a sign that you will be successful. When you are self-motivated and confident, that is a sign you'll be successful. I'm a woman, I'm very confident. Do you know why? Because if you are not confident in yourself, nobody else will be confident in you. I am very motivated to change my background, to change my future, in fact to change my present. Because if I am not motivated to change that future, nobody will change it for me. If I am not motivated to work on my dreams, nobody will work on those dreams for me. We are here today because we want to shape our lives. We are here today because we want to change the narratives of where we are coming from. We are here because we want to give meaning and value to our lives. If you are not self-motivated to do that, nobody will do it for you. Better be self-motivated. But there are people in Nigeria, if you watch their stories today, some of them used to sleep under the bridge, but today they are very successful. Some of them used to go and pay bus every night, they pay bus 50, they sleep inside the bus, but today they are successful. Most of us standing here today, we want comfort, we want luxury. I said when you are self-motivated and confident, look at others' failure as a sign of not giving up and choosing not to be like them. When we sit with our parents, what are some of the stories they tell us? There's a big businessman in Douala. That big businessman is my classmate. My father will say, this big businessman is importing containers in and out of Cameroon. He's my friend. Are those the kind of stories you want to tell your children tomorrow? No. Hey! You'll be telling your children that in that one time, you know, but you still I'm telling your children that you see that man, that big car is my friend. And your children will be looking at you, even wheelbarrow you don't have. Because these days wheelbarrow is very expensive. Wheelbarrow now is 35,000. In case you don't know, wheelbarrow now is 35,000. So maybe you think that you have 10,000 pounds wheelbarrow. Iron horse, that bicycle is 60,000. In case you don't know, let me tell you. Tomorrow, as a young person, maybe in 20 years to come, 30 years to come, 40 years to come, you'll be telling your children that, look at that man that is doing import and export, it's my friend. You know that man that owned that company, we were in the same company together. You know that man that is saying this thing, he was my classmate, he was my classmate in CSME. He was your classmate, he was your classmate in a madhouse. That's why you're telling your children the stories. Your children can get angry and give you a dirty slap. So, when other people have failed, learn from their mistakes and change your life. That's what you. Number 4, accept to come out from your comfort zone and take calculated risks. This means that you'll be successful. When you accept to leave your comfort zone and take calculated risks, it is a sign that you'll be very, very successful. I always use a very simple example, like the students that are here. Some of you, maybe your parents have already paid your house rent. Maybe once in a week your parents will send you money, but still yet you are here to work. The free time you have, you come here to come and work. But you have your friends that are just there, they're not doing anything, they're just there moving up and down. Oh, you are going to be very, very successful. Very, very successful. I always say that, take an example of when you were in primary school and secondary school. Those children were always privileged, they always have everything, they always make them ajebota. Today, when you see someone in the quarter, you're just like see this one. Because they are all called spoiled children. Very, very spoiled. You see a child will go to the principal office and bribe the principal with their wood. So the principal should not beat the child for coming late. You see some parents who even go to school as far as bribing teachers to change their children's result. Those are the kind of children that grow up to the society to disturb places. Because tomorrow, when those their parents are no longer there to do bribing and corruption on their head, they now become one word in the You go by, you go and take party, and then after that you come and take you now, you go and send you. So you now you be like, hi, my boyfriend, my mother-in-law's house is beautiful. Hi, oh my G, their house only AC, only their furniture. Then it's passing you like a thief. When you finally get swollen, you will see fire. You will become the house girl of that house. Yes, you will be the one dry cleaning, washing dresses, cooking, went to the market. You thought your mother-in-law is successful. That successful is for her and her husband. Oh, it's not for you. So when you see that your parents are successful and you look at that luxury, you want to stay in it and you enjoy your father riches. Why can't you tell me, oh, you are seeing me like that? I don't got a block for myself. You come and be using your parents' words to comfort yourself. When your mother is gone, your father is gone, you see your uncle. That uncle that used to buy you bread and chocolate, you see him on the day of your mother's, your father's funeral. You know, so I try to find a side document there. You look where their documents. A meeting after the burial, family meeting. Christy, you have to go and get married. Henrietta, can I just have 2 children leave this house? Tatiana, since you are still small, you make sure you always clean the grass around this compound. Where's the boy? Kizito, that room behind there, you have to make sure you come and join Tatiana in front. I want to play tenants there. I want to play tenants there can be giving us money. You understand? Now your father is not around. Things are very difficult. So come. Now we have to put somebody else in that room. Go behind. Midnight, come and join your junior once here. Since you two are still small, you know, but start looking the house. By anytime you see, leave the house as well. That room also want to put somebody. Am I lying? They are just from burying your parents. Your uncle is already sharing property. Say that store there, I will look for somebody to work there. My son can work in that store. That spare part store, my son will work there. And I always come time to time to check on you people. Is that clear? I don't want to hear any quarrel. Why am I saying clear? I've just his eyeglasses back. So by the time you are here and you are so comfortable in your father's world, you are comfortable in your mother's world, your father's cocoa farm, you are excited about it. Your mother's cocoa farm, you are excited about it. Wait! Leave your father's property or go and work your own. Because the day your parents will give up, you will see the real character of your uncles. That one I always call that plantain, can't hear me for backside. You will see real character that day. You say, uncle, is it not you that says so? Respect yourself. So it is important that as a young person, come out from that comfort zone. Every day in the morning, wake up, they come and tap you from the bed to serve you tea. Oh! They will clean your legs for you, clean your shoes for you. Some of you are here, you cannot cook. You can't cook. I can cook anything I want. But there are some people you cannot cook. There are some people you cannot cook. There are some men that are very good cooks. Then when they touch a chop, so they look at so hand. Sign that shows that you'll be successful. It's when you no longer blame others, but rather you accept responsibilities. Yes, if you no longer blame people, you say, this thing that happened to me, it's because of you. It's because of you. It's because I beg your textbook and you refuse not to give me your textbooks. That's why I fail mathematics. Didn't you have a library in your school? I beg your ruler to draw my line. You refuse. That's why I fail my exam. I beg your I beg your back to go and pitch with it. You refuse. That's when my road have break. I beg your this. I beg your this that. When you no longer blame people, it is a sign that you're going to be successful. But you're not decided to accept responsibility. Everything that happens to me as from now henceforth, I accept it. And I'm going to work hard and change it. That's accepting responsibilities and not blaming people. Every time you are always looking for who to blame, you're always looking for who to blame. My this, my that, my that. Always blaming people. When you no longer blame people, it is a sign you are going to be very, very successful. Because when you don't blame people, you accept responsibilities. The next sign, when you are passionate, when you are more passionate and critics means When you are more passionate and critics to you means persistence, it's a sign that you're going to be very successful. When you are more passionate towards what you do, when you are more passionate towards building yourself a career, when you are more passionate towards your job, and when people criticize you, instead you see those critics as a means of you persisting. When people say, look at your tie, look at your this, maybe for that moment that's the only tie you have. That's why you need to persist so that you can make extra to get yourself a new tie. But when they criticize your tie, you give up. When you approach somebody and the person look at you, see you, look at what you're doing, look at your eye, look at your ear, look at your this, look at your that. When you are going to be successful, people will always be there to criticize you. Yes. People will always be there to tell you negativity. But when you look at that negativity, instead as a means to persist, to change your narratives. I know you. Look at Joseph in the Bible. What did they tell him? We know you, the son of the carpenter. What can you do? All these things that you are doing here, we already know you. They look at Joseph, they minimize him. Is that not the carpenter's son? We know him now. That's small boy, he grew here with us. But they know him as a carpenter's son. They didn't know him as a miracle healer. And because they knew him the other negative way around, therefore they could not receive the miracle and the blessings. People might know you that you're coming from your mother is very poor. In fact, your mother is selling gari in the corner. Your mother is selling how is it called? Egusi. You are from a mad house. And so on. All that does not define me. That's why I am persisting so that I can have a better life. People always want to criticize you from where you're coming from. But those critics should be a sign or a more reason for you to persist towards your destiny. Because if you do not persist, you will not change your narratives. The next sign that proves you are going to be successful is when you are willing to say no. When you are willing to say no when it's necessary and to say yes when it's needed, it is a sign you will be successful. Everyone just say, I don't want you to do this thing now. I want you to go and help me and do this one. You say, okay, let's go. They say, I don't want you to do this thing. I want you to do this. I say, okay. When you learn as a person that you know you're right, when to say no and when to say yes, it is a sign you'll be successful. Sometimes we say yes for the wrong reason, and sometimes we say no for the wrong reasons. Some of you are in I don't know how you can entanglement friendships. Yes, entanglement friendship, because your friend will come and take you every time you go and help your friend and do it. But when it's your time that you want your friend to come for you, your friend say no, I'm busy. It means your friend is wiser and you're not wiser. Because in friendship, that's how some people do it. It's this kind of friendship where one person has and the other one is a struggler. The one that has always tried to use our advantage over the one that does not have, especially the one that does not have, say, say, you didn't know, forgot 2 minutes. Remember that yesterday I was not pay your transport. If you don't come and help me and do this, I will not pay. You say, oh, you are frustrated. Whether you pay my transport or not, I am not going to do this thing for you now because I have something that I'm doing that is very important to me as well. So learning to say no is important, and learning to say yes is important. You know when to do these things. Don't always say no at the right time, at the wrong time, and don't say yes at the wrong time. It's very important. My last point, there are a lot of points. My last point for that says that word. When you see independence as the only means of becoming successful, it is a sign that you will become rich. When you see independence as the only thing you have in this world, hey, financial independence is what we all are working hard towards every day. Imagine you doing your things at your own time. Imagine you living your dream life. Let God help me. See, I can't lie. If there's a meeting somebody can package me and carry me to Miami, I'll go. But you know, right now I cannot afford it now. I can't afford it. I can't afford to go now, make a passport, go and spend 1 week in Miami. A hotel room there 1 night is how much? Food, 1 plate is how much? But you know what? I'll get there one day. I'll get there one day. Me, I'll get there one day. It's my dream that I must get there. I'll get there. I'm telling you that just to pay a ship one very early morning, and I'm on that ship with the ice cream, and then just touching maybe the blue sea, the money and come back. But if I need to have it, I must work towards financial independence. Because you know when to live that life and go and borrow from the bank. I want something in my life when they cannot afford it. It's not me. Me, I want to work and become financially independent before I can live that life. Yes. Why you just stay like this? See, 3 million you enter your account every day, 4 million enter your account. Yeah, hello, madam. I've just borrowed you 3 million francs. Hello, madam. Check your Apple bank details. I'll just send you 5 million. Abba. That's the kind of level I want to. So that when you're in Miami, they are just calling you. Hello, madam. You're coming out just enter Cameroon. Hey. Hello, madam. The goods have entered. We are taking to which of the warehouse. That's the life I want to live. And if I want to live that kind of life, I must sacrifice to work today against tomorrow. The worst thing that can happen to you is if you're rich and then you're broke tomorrow. Oh my goodness God. You wish you were never even rich. Yes, that today you are doing packaging when you don't have money. And then all of a sudden you even get to the floor level where you can only afford even well live. So financial independence is a desire that everybody wants to achieve it. But let me tell you, it's not something that happens overnight. It's something that takes a lot of dedication, sacrifice, hard work, patience, determination to get financial independence. There is nobody that has wake up one day or 1 year and is successful. Read true stories of successful people. They take some take 2 years, some take 3 years, some take 5 years, some take 10 years to become successful. But that's not the case with us. You just want to go this year 2022. I want to be successful, and you are successful. When have you planned? When have you worked? When have you built? So this morning I'm encouraging everybody, and that's what my slogan says. If you don't go for it, you cannot get it. If you don't go for what you want, you cannot get it. If you want to be successful, you must go for success. You must go for knowledge. There was a podcast, I don't know where that thing came from. One man saying that, is it money or love? The man said it's money. That when you have money, go for love. Don't go for love when you don't have money. I don't know if you saw it. Yes. He says, when you have